see your area, your 2 boxes, white line, white cones down to here for this group in there. You're playing up to the white line there, the bottom of the circle, out to here. So all you're going to do, the Reds, you've got to try and keep possession in that half of the pitch. Blues, you've got to try and win the ball back. Keep score. So if the Reds get 7 passes, that counts as a goal. Get the ball shifted. What do you think you've got to do, Blues, when you win the ball back? And then what? Go and support him. How many Reds are then going to go over there? Excellent. Play. Show me this group. You lot watch for a second. Play. Owen, get it going. So you're trying to get your 7 in. Okay, dead, relax. So let's just give it away. Blues have won it. What you got to try and do? What you got to do, Charlie? And one of you stay. One of you stay, because when they win it back, you've got to transition. Relax. Go back to where you started from. Both groups exactly the same practice. Good. Well done. And again, Charlie, go and win it back. Good, it's all right, well done. Okay, good. Back in here. That's all right. Now, if they... Kev, get on the ball, Lloyd. How can you help? How much space can you use here if Lloyd gets the ball? He's got Owen there. Where can you go? Show me a better position. Right, so you might go all the way to the back of your box to give him that room, because he might need to clip one over the top. Now, if you can see them getting into trouble there, just go in a little bit shorter, okay? But if it's tight, you might need to use all that space behind. Play, and let's go. Work hard to win it back. Go again. Good, here we go, play that one. Well done, unlucky Molly. Okay, hold it there for a second on this pitch. So, give Kevin the ball back. Now, because you're outnumbered, Reds, what do you need to try and force the Blues to do? Force them into play. Say that again, Kitch. Yeah, so you're in a good position here. What do you need to cut off? So go, you show me that then. Cut Lloyd off. Take up a position now. Good, Mally. Good. Now, Lewis, where do you think you could be? Yeah, good. So now you've pretty much got all bases covered. When you win it, can you hit Owen in as few passes as possible? Take a touch out your feet, Kevin. Play. Play. Play, play, play. Good. Can you win it back? Good. Count your passes. Keep playing. Play, Owen. Stay on the pitch. Kitch. You're only playing up to this line, look. Come on. Think. Good. And hold it there. Just come back to where you were. Who played the ball across the line? You, Jack? Was it you that played the ball across? Come and get back on the ball then from where you played it. Now, let's just have a look at some of the runs. So when Jack plays the ball across there, how can you support the man in possession? So by making this a little bit of an angled run wide. Charlie, where might you go to help him now? Show me. So once you've played it, Jack, where might you go? Yeah, just maybe step across the line. What'll affect where you go? Yeah, no, you're right, but what will affect where you make your run? Well, depending on where Mally and Lewis go, if they're the first 2 defenders across the line, if they both go towards the ball, you might just need to step into there. Yeah? But you might also, as you play it across, go and close the ball down you as it goes over, goes in there. You might have to do that. Push on, Charlie. So you might have to move him out of your way and just make a bit of an angled run. So don't just make straight runs, you might have to make angled runs. Take it back to where you were. Go back in there, Chaz. So roll it back a step or 2, Jack. Now, I want you to take 1 touch out of your feet, and on your second touch, everybody goes live. Watch him, because that's where the ball's going to come from. Play. Good, now we're live. Where are you going to go? Good ball, Chaz. Come on, let's try and make the ball stick on the pitch. Good, play. We don't seem to be keeping score. Well done, Charlie. Brilliant. Good. Now just hold that one a second. Chaz, go back to the top of the thing there. Go back to the top of the square. Good. Come here, Jack. Come here. You take my place here. So when he's reversed that ball there, Charlie went that way and then he reversed it in between. Are you under any pressure at the minute? So did you need to play it first time?
No.
Now you can just keep it a little bit longer, can't you? Roll it back, Chaz.
That 1.2 that was 7.
Oh, you finally counted the passes, have you? Well done. So, to try and encourage you to switch the ball quicker now, you're still going to get one. Just let me tell both groups. Relax, both groups. Both groups, just hold it there for a second. Done, done. Just hold it there for a second. Right, so both groups, a scoring system. Remember, if you keep the ball for 7 passes, it's a point. If you can switch it now in 2 passes or less, so in 1 or 2 passes, you get 3. So if the Blues win the ball in there now, and switch it in 1 or 2 passes, it's worth 3. I want you to keep score for the next 4 minutes. So a goal for 7 passes, a goal if you switch it in more than 3, in 3 or more, but 3 points if you can switch it in 1 or 2 passes. Play. Play. 1-0. Stay on the pitch. 2. Can you set a trap? Good. Well done, Lloyd. Can you switch it, Jack? Well done, Reds. Don't let him out. Good. Okay, now just hold it there for a second. So in here, when you win the ball back, what dictates whether you can switch it or not? How much space you've got. What else? Position of the defenders. So if you can't, and Lloyd did really well to win it back over here, but he couldn't switch it, you've got to work really hard for the space because it's 3 against 4. What might you have to do? So if you've picked the ball up down here, well, how can you help me now, Kev? What did we speak about before? It might be that one. It doesn't always have to be along the ground. It might be that one where we have to go through the air. Give us it back. Red play. Red playing. Good. 1. Point there for Mally for switching. 3 passes. Good. Well done. Now, hold it there. Take the ball back. Lloyd, you might not be able to flick it like that again. But I want you to put the ball through the air to Kevin. Now, what made you play the ball first time?
Just so we run into space.
So Chaz going in there, what about these? Did these affect your decision at all, the defenders?
Yeah.
Right. So what could you have done differently with Kitch closing you down there? Now, I know he's flicked it, which makes it difficult for you. Show me something else. Kitch, just go back there. There's just been a little bit of a sort of a 1v1 battle here. I want you to flick it so he gets it in the air. Whoa, 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 relax. If you can't flick it, I'll have to get you to throw it. Go on, Kitch. Go on, Kitch. Show me something different, Kev. All right, try again. Now, what do you think I want you to do before I have to demo? Get your body in between. Okay, so throw it in again, a bit more pace. What can you do? Protect. Protect. You might have to look after it. Play, play, play. Good. On that end for me. Kev, stay in there. Good on that end. Everybody else in that half. Both groups combined. So we've got 8v6 in here, 2 in there. So it's 8 Reds now against the 6 Blues. I'll have the ball, Lloyd. Exactly the same practice. You two got to think now about where you're going to support the ball. And it's exactly the same. So if you get your 7 passes in, great, you get a goal. If the Blues win the ball back, Jacko, what are you going to do? And what said the rest of the Blues going to do? And how many Reds are we going to leave behind? Fantastic. Go back. 1. Yes, Junior. Make sure you use all the area. There's no middle line now. you're just playing together. And we're going to start with Stan. Well done. Get him the ball. Play it. Show me where you can support him, Daniel. Owen, take up a different position. Show me a different way where you might support him. Good. So what we're asking you to do now, although the game is about transition, if he can't switch it from here, you might have to work an opening. So can you go even wider? Daniel's as wide as he can. Where can you go now? How might he be able to use you? Yeah, to bounce it. So don't force it because of Mali's position now. Where might you want Mali to go? Yeah, go further away, Mali, because now if he needs to go through the air to get it to you, he can do that. But if you support him right on the halfway line there, it makes it really difficult. So, just going to take a touch, forget Owen because he's talking, and play. Play, play, play. Now we're going. You could do it, Dan. You can go longer. Good, Max. Well done. Get over. Here we go. Okay, and relax. Now, just have a little think for a second. Reds, come to me. Blues, just go to Don. Don, just have a little chat about tactics with them. So the Reds come to me. Now, if you're defending and it's 6v8 in here, what do you need to try and do? Force them one way. What else? What else can you do to try and win the ball back? Defend as a unit. So it might be in that case that you double up on players, especially if the ball's had to travel a long time. If it's travelled from one side of the pitch to the other, can you go and press? But don't go and press on your own because what? You'll get picked off. So if I'm going to go and press in the corner, I need to be backed up. And if we can get him trapped in the corner, that's when you go and close down and close down and close down. And then when you get it, shift the ball on. Can you switch it in one or two passes? Yeah, you could work it. You could decide to work as pairs within this practice. What's the downside of that? Well, you might end up on opposite sides of the pitch. So when you come from that side to this side, you might. So you've either got to stay close together all the time. That means when you're in possession as well as when you're out of possession. Okay, good. Go back over that half. In fact, two of you go in there. Two in there. All 8 Blues in this half. Liam. Liam. Right, so I'm just going to use the cones to show you the formation that you're going to play. In red, have we take your bib off, Jay, put it down there for me. Stan, left back, Todd, Lloyd, Mali, and then 3 midfield players, Charlie, go there. Lewis as well, please, you come here. Jack Temperton, come and play here for me. Kev, come and play there. And then in the yellows, we're going to go with the formation that we've been playing in. On the yellow cones. These need to put blue bibs on. So that'll be Jack Tierney, Owen. Junior, take your bib off, please. In fact, Junior, there. Stand on your cone. Owen, here. Rav, here. Let's have a look. Daniel. Oops. Daniel, come there. Max. There. Kitch, grab a bib. Jay, grab a bib. Play there for me as almost a left back, wing back. Jay, this side. And then I'll move players around shortly. So that's your positions. What are you doing? Okay, so that's where you're going to play. Pick up your cones, pick up the cones and give them to me. That's your formation. The blue team, listen. The blue team, you're trying to score into the big goal, and you're defending the 2 small goals on the halfway line, which will be over there in a second. Yes, please. There's a row of orange flat markers across the pitch. Don't worry about them for now, but don't move them. I'll show you what we're going to use them for shortly. To start off with, we're just going to play a game into the goal. Remember, the red team, you're trying to score into these 2 small goals just past the halfway line. On you go. Set yourselves up. Well covered. And relax. Start from TK. I'll have that one, Owen. Just relax. Tom, just relax. Let them get the shape again. It's not a race. Okay, we can play. Try and put it in the net. I'll have it, Daniel. Well done, Max. Well won back, Kev. Keep playing, I just want a word with Jack. Jack Tierney, don't chase it. Jack, don't chase it. Just want to ask you to do something specific now. So because you're up front on your own and you're playing against the back 4, what I want you to try and do when they've got it is just to try and stop them from switching it across the pitch. So if it goes out to the left back, yeah, get between the centre backs and try and make them play forward. Good. Get the shape. Junior, try and force him inside. Good. Good, and relax. Hold it there. Get back on the ball, Lewis. Now, stay there. Jack's been given a very specific job to do. And what did I just ask you to do? Did you hear me? Right. So when Lewis picks up the ball in possession there, I want you to try and force him inside. Okay? So, no, I want, yeah, I want you to show him inside, and this is why. If Junior shows inside here, what does that tell you two? Where can you two go now? This is their highest player. Yeah. So can you get tight on him to try and do what? Come on in. To try and either stop it from going to him or win the ball back. Now, based on what we were doing before, if one of you two can win the ball back now, where do you think I want you to go with it? Forward. So, in other words, Lewis, try and force it into Kev. Step in, Max. Go on, step in. Nice try. This is Kev over here. Lewis, Kevin, Lewis. Step in. Play. So he steps in. What do I want you to do? As quickly as possible, can you get the ball into Jack? So you've stepped in there, won the ball, bang, into. Good, I don't mind that. And then it's all about what do you do next? What do you do next? How can you help? All right? So, Mally, have the ball. Play to Lewis, go wider. See what happens now. Play live. See what happens. Just play what's on. Better, Junior. Good. And relax. Bring it back. I know it's frustrating, Reds. Bring it back to Lloyd, I think it was. Was it you that played that forward pass, Lloyd? Okay, so you've got to be a bit more secure on the ball now. You've picked it up in a great position. Where do you think you could have gone with it? Forward. So even just take one touch out with your feet to open up your body and then maybe look at bending one in. Yeah. Okay? So, just set that little trap again. Lloyd, give me the ball. I'll play, in fact, give it to Tom. Let it get to Lloyd. As soon as Lloyd has his first touch, everybody's live. Keep playing. Jay, come here. Jay, come here. Jay, just let them play for a second. Now, you've done really well there to intercept the pass. Yeah. What were you trying to... Ignore that. What were you trying to do?
I was just trying to get it on my feet. I was going to pass the ball.
Okay, but, to be fair, what did you have in front of you?
Yeah. The striker, what, like?
No.
Space.
Yeah, you had space, didn't you? Yeah. So, I don't mind you picking a ball up here. Jack goes and pins a defender and you can drive into the space with the ball. Yeah. Okay? You've just got to be a little bit better with your final pass. Yeah. Alright, play. Yeah, just come in a little bit so I'm not screaming. Liam's just asked a really good question when we're playing this formation. So I just want to expand on it. I've told him, but you need to know as well. So the question was, when the Reds are coming out on the far side, Mally, go out to the touchline. Lloyd, get on the ball. Not so high, Mally, a little bit wider for me. Go to where you think you should be now in that situation. Because we're playing with 1 up and 3 in behind. Go over, Junior. Go and engage the ball. So Jack's doing the job that I've asked him to do, which is to get between the centre-backs. Junior's now forcing him inside. This is where the other 2 midfield players now have to come across. So Owen, you need to get in here. Liam comes in as well, as far as Charlie. Come right in, Owen. This is your man now. Because this is the 3 behind, isn't it? We've got the 1 up front and then the 3 attacking midfield players. It's no good leaving Liam detached on the other side of the field when they're coming out with the ball here. So we need to move across as a unit. We need to keep our distances. Kitch is in a good position to look after Mally. We've doubled up on their striker there, and that leaves Daniel spare. Now, the Reds are going to turn the ball over. Just give it here. Lloyd, Jay, pick up this ball. Now, so on the turnover, what do the principles of play tell us to do? We've won the ball back, we make the pitch what? Big. So where could you go? Where can you go? No, you're going to make the pitch small, aren't you? Make the pitch big for me. Touchline. What are you going to do about it, Lloyd? Great. Now, that's fine. Hold it there. You've made the right move. You've made the right move. But so have you, Jack, more importantly. So as that opens up now, can you pick him out? So it comes in there, bangs it into the striker. Hold it there. He's got to be really reliable. Good run. Good run. Good run. So it's just the principles of play. As the ball turns over, we go from making the pitch small, where Lloyd had it, to making the pitch big when we get it back. Now, give us the ball again, Jack. So Lloyd's giving the ball away to Jay. Get in front of him. He can't go forward. What do we need to do? Just keep the ball. So, good, Max has already done it. He's dropped off. Daniel's playing as the wing back. Liam, you don't need to go quite so wide because that's his job. What can you do now? Go on and swing it out to Daniel. Play! Good lad, Jack. Keep playing! Kev, you've got to be more secure than that. Well done, Reds, in the end. Good. Great finish, Jacko. And relax. Relax. Ball to me. Kevin. Swap with Jack Tierney. Jack, swap with Kev. Stan. Take Kitch's bib. Do it early. Good. Stay available, Lloyd. Liam, take care. Listen, we've done really well to be patient, kept the ball there, couldn't get in, came across the back. You don't need to force it at the end. Play from you, Tom. Tom, get him out a bit. Just relax. Give it him back, Lewis. Give it him back. Give it him back. It's all a little bit close to goal. Can't you get him further away, Tom? Push him up the pitch if you need to. Centre-backs split where you would. Full-backs go where you would. Try and get out. Blues, you've got to work really hard now for 2 or 3 minutes. Can you stop them getting out? Can we score? Play. Keep it one side, Kev. Keep going, keep going. Lloyd, let him go. You come here. Listen, That was fantastic. That a great attitude to pick the ball up here. So keep playing with that, Lloyd. You've broken it up. You've driven in there. Brilliant. All you got to do at the end is get your decision right, innit? So it might have been just a little one off the outside of your foot to him running down the side of you. But really well done at this first bit. Okay, relax in your curb. Just come in here and have a seat. Shot, Jack. Come on in. Good, well done. Thanks for that. Listen, what are the main aspects of what we worked on, either both in the technical practice at the start and in the game at the end? What were we trying to do? What were we trying to achieve?
When you win possession, play it forward as quick as you can.
So winning possession, and really I should have made a bit more of this orange dotted line that I put down. I kind of used that as a trigger. Although as a club, our philosophy, if you like, is to win the ball high, if there's certain tactics where if you're going to play to a tactic, then winning it high might not be what you want to do. And what I wanted to do tonight was really focus on trying to win the ball back in midfield and then counter-attack quickly. So actually, if we'd have used the full pitch, for example, we might have let them have it there, let them play out to their back four along the 18-yard line. We drop off to such a point as all of a sudden they get to that line. That's when we're going to go and press. And then if we can win it here, what have we got in behind them? We've got space, haven't we? So we can either go and attack the space in behind, or we can play it into the striker. What does a striker need to be? Where are you, Kevin? Where are we? Blind. What do you need to be when the ball comes up to you? Ready, and also begins with our reliable. So do you know what that means? When the ball comes into you, you've got to make it stick, haven't you? Now, because you're in the final third, if you want to try a little bit of creative stuff in and around the 18-yard line, that's absolutely fine. That's the place to do it. You give the ball away there, 90 yards before they score at our end. In here, we have to be a little bit more secure. So if we can't play forward early, what did we need to do? Recycle the ball, just keep possession. When the ball does go into the striker, especially with the formation that we're currently playing, what do we need from those three attacking midfield players in behind? Support, which means what sort of movements? Either running beyond the striker, offering yourself this side of the striker for him to set it. So a lot of it is dependent on where the back line go. If the back line stay high, there might be space for you to run in behind. It all depends on good, fast, accurate passes into the striker, and then the striker keeping the ball for us. So Liam's question about out of possession, what do we do when they switch the ball on that side? What you've got to remember when we're playing this formation is that although that's three attacking midfield players in behind the striker, it's a fairly narrow formation. So it's all about shuffling across together and keeping those distances in between. And then there's a good one at the end there with Lloyd and Todd about the communication. We need to up that all over the pitch all the time. Has anyone got any questions?